Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves back to the this is going to be the biggest build you've seen on YouTube. I don't even care what anyone says. I'm going till it's humongous. But thank you so much for being here, guys. As always, really appreciate you. We are here 14 years in. So we're getting mighty close to 1,000 in the one settlement. Mighty close to 250 in this one. And then getting up to 50 or so in this one as well. And in the last episode, obviously, we did... Oh, yeah, we need to sort that. That's a big deal. Let's get that going. We did have to fight off in this settlement, so we got a bunch of dead bodies here, but we really did establish Goldhof, which was wonderful. So we've got plenty of food over here for the guys. We got the meat at 440 before we even set stuff up. So we're really going to get the probably trader set up to permanently get meat going from over here, potentially. And we're actually trying out the apiaries, which are managing to service the houses pretty good. So let's move the marketplace. You can see they've all got honey in. So yeah, pretty good. They're not bad, I guess, for small settlements. I don't know. We'll see. It might get better as the years go on. I have no idea how they work. So if you do, let me know on that one as well. And we'll keep, obviously, the meat going as well. This seems to be... It is going down, but hopefully that will go back up as well. So corpse split's completed. We'll get one in there before they all get mighty unhappy. And then over here, look at this. We've got ale. Oh, we did see it for a second there. We had ale come throughout this settlement over here. So we were looking really good. I've got no spaces, so we do definitely want to hit some tier 3s when we can, because that is way more money. But look at this. We've got an incredible amount of treasury over here, and this settlement's going to be really rich. I'm going to make sure I can expand all these before we do anything just yet. And get these to tier 2, so we can get more families coming in, and then we should be fine. So over here, we're producing and selling quite a bit, so we've got sidearms that should be getting sold. So I'm seeing them in now. We're also going to want another one. So what I'm going to do is go livestock trading post, trade 6 horses, and I'm going to get another trading post in. I'm just going to chuck that over there. What I did do is pop this granary over here. I'm actually going to untick absolutely everything apart from ale. I'm going to have one person in there taking ale from the trading post to this granary to then pop it in this tavern. So it's a little bit better for the tavern to go into here, I hope. So it should allow the traders continue to do their work, and same with the tavern workers to distribute the ale. So yeah, we'll try that as much as we can. We're only buying in 20s. We'll see how much it impacts us, but I do think I'm going to be able to reduce the taxes once again over here now. So we'll keep going and see if that's okay. Still looking pretty good. We're going to need to change the fuel up over here at some point as well, but other than that, all good. And we'll get a few... I want my first 3 to tier 3 here, so I can get the next point. And I think we'll go into meat. So I don't need anything else. I could make it cheaper. We're not doing import. We could make the ale cheaper, potentially. We might need to consider that. But at the same time, I want the meat to be able to go out to Eschenhau as much as we can. One good thing is we're seeing a nice amount of apples ticking up here. Vegetables, maybe not so much. And I'm still trying to get the eggs going on these houses, as you can see. So we're still trying to get as many as we can in here. Like so. But yeah, population's pretty good. It's going to be nice and dense. So this little area is going to end up kind of being a bit of a town square almost, right? We will need to buy in more and more ale as it comes in as well. But I don't want to do it just yet. I'm trying to see if we can buffer this somehow to... get my guy up again. So let's just go into trade here. So meat, we're not even able to keep up with that one. Berries we're surplusing as well. I haven't got meat being purchased from over here anymore, which might... We could have it on, but yeah, we can't service enough berries over here. So once we go into winter, it is a massive problem on our money over here. All right, so in Goldhof, we officially have 541 meat. We're seeing some eggs and stuff come in now. I'm going to leave this one as is. I'm not going to upgrade any more yet. They've got a little bit of regional wealth coming in, so I can get more in when possible. I could even upgrade a couple more, which I think I'm going to do, actually, which is fine. That'll get us some more money, right? And then what we're going to have to do with the excess people is consider, do I want to do it through packing station? So at the moment, I'm just going to play slowly. I'm going to assess my situation. 238 shoes. Cobbler shop is just silly. I'm going to pause that for a moment. We get one more in a woodcutter's lodge. It's fine. We've got more than enough in that one, to be fair, anyway. Nah, that's just silly. That's me being rash, right? We've got those upgraded, so storage is good. And we're also now going to want to do either trading post or packing station. Now, with the pack station, I'm trying to think what that's going to give us. So what we can take from over there, that's going to give us the bread that we need, right? So I think we are going to go with a pack station. And I think it's okay to go there. Once that's established, that means we can send to the other region. And I'm going to come over here, go into our pack station here, turn it on, but we're going to trade with Goldhoff. Look at that, 956 shoes. It's just silly. Almost feels like we should buy in sheep at some point and get that going for clothing over here. Then we won't need to do shoes over there as well. We are, like, we can't produce leather quick enough. I think we send firewood. I've just noticed how much firewood we actually have over here. And that means I won't even need to produce over there so much as well. So let's go firewood for meat. Boom. Right, we're going to see if this is going to buffer our meat up a little bit more over here. It should do, and then that means the other numbers will go back up again. I'm going to try it. I'm going to double that up too, so I could even bring charcoal over. We have plenty of it. The idea is hopefully we get enough eggs and honey, plus berries and veg, that we can send all the meat away and be really good over here. So yeah, let's get a second large granary worker, so we can get one more going in there. Apiaries, I'm not even sure if you need 2 in. I'm just going to leave 2 because we got the space from anyway. And let's go into our manor house now. So we got a really good amount of money coming in, so we're fine to actually work on the manor house. So let's get the manor set up. Well, this really doesn't matter. I might pop it by the church there. We're just going to commit the basics here, so I can then set the policy to double meat, and then I can get another hunter's camp on this section here as well. And here we go. We can continue on with our egg empire over here as we get the money in as well, so that should be good. Let's see how the pack station's doing. So we did not built yet. That's fine. We don't care about that one. I want to see if firewood's going to come in from over here. I'm just going to keep a close eye. I actually rate the pack stations. I think they're pretty good. Let's have a look. Transporting. Let's move you out of the way a second. Let's just watch. So off he goes down the long road. He's going to send them some firewood. Not that they need it. And then bring us back the other one. So we could... I might try this then in Goldhoff. I'm going to pause the Woodcutter's Lodge, I think. And there's the policy. So we're going to go straight into policies, and we're going to hit the Hunter's Ground. So that means they breed twice as fast, but at the cost of crops. But we don't care about the crops, right? We only care about this growing. Lovely. And that gives us another retinue as well over here. So a slight brief amount of saferness over here. So we'll get these guys going. So we've got a little bit of an army over here, worst case, right? I think that's, is that my packing station one? No, that's just a normal trader. Well, I don't know whether it's worth us getting a trading station here too. We can't get the mules yet, so I'm going to leave the packing station, and that's fine. So we could trade with over here at some point as well. Look at all this for tier 3. So let's get some of these upgraded. Let's go with... I actually want to do the farmhouse ones first, just to get our point in. I don't know whether it's a waste going down this route, guys. I really don't know. We'll see. I don't think it is. I think it'll be okay. And before long, in Eschenhau, it's just full to the brim. So we're going to now get to some tier 3s over here. The money is ticking back up nice and slow over here as well. And then I just see the food dipping a little bit. So we are going to have to potentially go into another farm. Another 3 over here, just to get the bread going a little bit more. Let's go back over to... Goldhoff? No, not Goldhoff. Sorry, into Zweau. And we... I don't know what I want to spend it on. It might be really sensible to go orchards, guys. I feel like if we were to spam in some big orchard zones over here, we could then send the apples over, right? Because we're going to get meat from the other one. We get apples from here, and then apples from our own settlement. Yeah, because we're doing meat at the other one, it seems like a waste. So I'm going to try and buffer this. I was thinking about potentially doing sheep breeding, but I don't think there's much point. Let's go orchard. I think that's a sensible approach, because then I can just build some nice big ones. And I haven't quite figured out where I want to put them yet. It kind of makes sense over here, though. What I might do is just pop a road that goes there. We're going to have a nice big orchard off the back of this one. They do produce in the first year, just not how you'd expect. So we kind of want like that. That's a nice size. And then actually with this over here, we can start to get our orchards up here as well. So something like that. I'll get 3 to start. 3 big ones. Like that. That should be more than enough to get these kind of going. We're still gaining money over here, which is fantastic. And I'm going to take it down to 5% now from the 6. So that little bit extra is still going to help massively as well. And then we'll try and focus on buying in a tiny bit more ale. Obviously, it costs us a fortune, but I'm going to go to 30 now. We're going to try. And then I have 1.2k leather, so it makes perfect sense. Do we have a cobbler shop over here? Here, we're going to pop a cobbler shop in over here. So I'm going to change that now. I'm not going to allow marketplace. We're going to start producing that over here. And then we can turn off the import, which is going to affect. But we can start selling our shoes outbound then as well. So we can say no trade. And then over here in Eschenhau, we can put the shoes back on too. I need to stop importing hides too. We can go shoes, export, but we'll do externally, right? But we just need enough money to open that trade route. And that's going to bring us in a good amount of money. All right, whilst that ticks over then, let's take a look at where we can get our next farms. So I think I might cut into the forest a little bit. I don't want to attack the berries. But we can come over here, right? So there's 1, there's 2, and oh, look at that. Fits nicely. Kind of want to bring it up to this one, though. And there we go. And there's 3. So let's open these up. We'll do the usual. We'll get the rotation on so we can get this sorted. So we'll have wheat, 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 barley, barley, barley. Perfect. So another 3 added to the rotation. Now we're just going to need our farmhouses. Now, it's a little bit tricky because the fields is going to overlap into the flax one, and we don't want that, right? Let's try that. Yep, it's working for now. We'll keep a close eye on that. Look how many spare families we have over here. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, right? Yeah, we definitely need to increase that bread. So let's have a look. I think our windmills are doing just fine. Yeah, they are. So it's the communal ovens, right? We've got 2 pumping out over here, but they're not good enough. So let's get more. What better thing to do than just get more communal ovens, right? We need to find some nice space, though, to get these in. So I want them to actually be a part of, like, the farming area, you know? Let me figure this one out. So we got the road that comes up through here, haven't we? That's perfect. Let's bring it this way. And let's get 2 more communal ovens in the back of this. I'm not going to touch the berry. Hopefully that doesn't touch the berries. Nope. That's perfect. Yeah, we'll get 2 more communal ovens in, and we'll just start baking as much bread as we can to make sure that doesn't dip as the population gets even higher. And then I'm going to continue with my tier 3s on these wonderful plots up here as well. We need probably another granary worker. So where's our current marketplace? We've got some locations there, so this is fine. Let's get 2 more assigned to there. And let's get a couple of food stalls up in this one to service this area over here. They're pretty large, as you can see, so a huge amount of farming going on. Still no FPS dip, so I'm keeping a good eye on that. But yeah, our food, as you can see, our numbers now are down to 4 months. So we need to be careful with the growth over here. And there's our communal ovens, so let's go ahead and spam the workers in there. The more the merrier. And I'm just keeping an eye on malt and stuff. Ale's not too much of a problem because it's still letting me upgrade, right? So I'm just trying to get to a point where we can get a bunch of money in. So each one of these is an extra 1 silver a month, so... And that's us out of timber there. All right, the orchards can now go in our new area. So hopefully we can start to service those when they move in anyway. We can get those expanded. Not in any rush. I mean, we're just stabilizing anyway, all regions. So veg, berries, bread is running out. So we're going to need to get that packing station back on. And I'm actually going to send veg for the bread. I'm going to send veg... increase our bread over here. We're also going to gain loads more bread this year on this one anyway, based on the baking of our communal ovens. So there we go. We're seeing the bread come in, so they should be doing their deed right there. And there's our 1,000. So before that disappears, I'm going to open the trade route for the shoes, wasn't it? So we're going to hopefully now make a good amount of money from shoes on these trade routes. We've got plenty of traders over there to get that going. And let's go over here. There's a Goldhof now. 87 population, and everything's looking good. We got some dollar in here now, so let's actually go ahead and get the chickens in. And that's all our wealth gone almost instantly. That's fine. And we're seeing the firewood come in, and the meat's still not going down though, so we're holding on. And these couple of veg gardens are doing great. I think I'm going to go veggie there as well, just for that extra one, and we'll expand that living space, so we've got plenty of room to keep moving forward on this one. Yeah, see, there is eggs, but they're just not great. They just don't service like the other ones. I guess the maintenance is lower as well. I'm going to continue on with a couple more egg houses, though. There we go. We get 4 more, so they're going to be eggs as well. Obviously, we can't afford them yet, but that'll come in slowly. Keep producing me meat. That's all you got to do. And there it is. Look, this is ready for another hunter's cabin now. And we have plenty of families to cover it as well. Man, I love this game. And there we go. 2 more in that hunter's camp. Let's see how 4 hunters are doing with this here. We're just going to see some crazy amount of meat. I'm actually going to get a second one in the berries as well, so that'll buff for this one. Let's get the most out of that. God, those 2 extra have come in so handy. They're actually getting this windmill number. Look at this. They got way more than they can handle, and that's how it gets damaged. So we're losing a lot of flour actually based on that, aren't we? So we want flour in its own granary almost, like over here. I think that's actually a really good idea. So this one next to... Right, we'll pop it there so it doesn't reduce those. This one right here is going to be our flour only, right? Not so bad over this one because it is at a decent number. This one communal level is handling that pretty well. We could always get a second one in there if needed. There we go. We're going to set that one to just flour for now, and I'm going to upgrade it. We're going to have one person just kind of working that one, moving the flour over, hopefully from this windmill here. That'll stop it getting damaged by the storms. I think that's where we've been losing out on that. And our number is going back up, and the bread is ticking up massively, so that's really good. We're stabilizing. That is 4 foods still. So pretty good. I still want to get some more orchards in, so we want to make sure we're upgrading these, though, to service those a little bit better. As much as I've tried the eggs, it's just not as good. We've got an enemy unit spotted. Oh, God, they're coming in on our settlement over here as well, so let's get on board. Come on. God, that's dangerous when they come in from there, isn't it? I need to kind of get them to come over this way. Hopefully they don't sprint and I can pull them over here into my army. I can get them over on this hill, maybe? They're coming back and forth. They don't know what to do. That's good. Just sit the archers on the hill there. We've got to walk round the manor house here. They're going to be more than okay to fight them here anyway. Let's speed it up 2x here. Pull these over to these. And we got the archers on the hill. Hopefully, yeah, they got really good range up there. I do think height. I love how he's actually made it so height factors in stuff as well. Be nice to see if see them actually die though. That'd be really good. Come on. Go on, archers. To be fair, they're running straight in, so we'll be fine. You guys, I want you to shoot on that one over there, please. And then we're going to get these clashing here. You're going to attack, you're going to come round, and you're going to come round as well. Retinue, do you want to get in on that as well? This retinue aren't as strong. I don't think they've got the armor. Got to be careful with those guys. Let's get those. They're completely sandwiching them anyway. All of you in on that. You in on that. Archers doing their deeds. So we're going to disband the archers after that flurry. Boom. And then you can finish them off. You can disband. You guys want to come back into home territory. And then you guys come into home territory as well. Lovely. Didn't lose a single soldier then. Fantastic. Right, nice and easy. I'd love the raid sizes to get a little bit bigger as you move on, if I'm honest. Or at least vary to better soldiers. It is what it is though, right? Okay, let's continue. We want these orchards to be able to be used properly. Obviously, we're not going to see any for a little while. This is going to buffer us massively, though. So the only houses we're going to build over here are going to be orchards now. And I'm going to utilize this space still. I reckon you can get, like, some really, really impressive orchards over here. If you actually just do something like this. Look at that. Get a chunky one on the edge of town there again. And 10 in total to get our next level. So I'm going to start upgrading some to tier 3 here. With the roof tiles that we get in. I'm still keeping the ale coming. It is pretty rough on that. It's fine though. What are you doing? I don't have bread ticked in there. So why the hell is bread stored in there? I need you guys to fix that for me. Let's get it upgraded either way though. And let's go check in on the flour one over here. So I've got so much going on. You're doing a good job. Let's get another one in there. We can spare the manpower. So let's just ramp that up. I mean, way more than plenty to spare the manpower, so that'll help us get our bread up. Yeah, it's going up now. Distribute it across. Lovely. And let's pick. So I've upped the eggs now. We may start to see a little bit of a surplus ticking at some point. It's going straight back down. as they distribute them out. That's fine. That doesn't include the ones in the markets, but we want to get more apples in, right? So we get about 500 in, but that's like not enough, or even close to enough based on what we have here. So we're going to build into this tree line here with some rather large... Do I want to go that way? Would be pretty cool to have them backing into that. We're getting pretty far away from the marketplaces then, though. Let's check this a second. So we've got 2 store locations. Let's fill this here, then. So I'm going to go with a pretty chunky slot like that. That's going to be an orchard. And then I can fit just something on the back of this, hopefully. Surely I can. I can. Lovely. It's just a normal house there. And then we're going to go for a big orchard in here as well. So we'll ramp up these numbers, and then I'll have another one backing into that one from over here. And then that should be more than enough to up our game here. I might go with 2 there, 2 smaller ones, because then we can service them a little bit better. 903 over here, though, now, guys. Wonderful. Let's get you upgraded as well. And money has just completely changed over here. Now, look at that. When the apples come in. Yes, you beauty. I think we've now stabilized for our next phase. So that means we can start importing again. So what I did do is stop importing the ale and just started importing more barley instead, and it actually worked out really well, because that means we don't buy it when we have it, right? And then wheat's looking good. So we're still importing meat from our other site. Lovely. So is there anything else we want to do over here for now? I don't think so. I think I'll turn one of these to do a bit of sheep, if I'm honest. Let's get these going once again, though, and upgraded. Not going to upgrade you yet. We're going to try our best. There we go. We're seeing some apples here already. So first couple of years will be a slightly less yield, but it's going to keep the nice buffer over here anyway. So it means our other numbers should be able to go back up. All right. Without neglecting, Goldhof is over 100 population now, and we have a little bit of money to work with. So we're going to continue getting eggs going. So you'll notice I'm holding off on trade a little bit here, which I think is okay, because actually... Look at this. 1.1k meat, and it hasn't even gone down. So we've got 2 full hunting camps with that set up. So let me just recap for you guys. We've got trapping plus advanced skinning, and then we've got the hunting grounds policy, which is twice as fast, right? That's 2 hunting camps, and it's still 40 of 40. I'm pretty sure our granary is going to need to be sorted. I'm going to get a third one. I'm going to try it with a third one here, with maybe 1 in just to see. And then what we're going to need to now do is go trade. And then we're going to trade with our settlement with this one. We're going to relatively close to the King's Road, so they'll be coming this way. Let's go over here. And as I say, we turned off firewood. We've got more than enough because we're exporting with the pack stations. So I can probably do it again here. So we're going to go to Eschenhau. We're going to send meat. And what do we want to receive? We can even do something like war bows and then just sell them from here as well. So I'm just going to do that. So we're not giving away too much. I could do a little bit of bread, maybe. Yeah, let's go with bread. We're going to need to buy these in when we get the money, though. I'm not buying a livestock trader here, so I'll buy them in once a month from over here. So 1 more month and we'll be good there. Lots more ready for upgrades over here. Only 5 more needed for the thingy, so that's what? So 4 more needed for the next point over here as well. And look at this bread number just slowly but surely ticking up. And eggs seem to be holding on now with all these houses in. So we got 6 food sources technically, so the numbers will tick up because of that, which is great. And here comes the other big orchards that we can build now, so we'll get these expanded and ready, and also expanded for living spaces. And we're sticking around a good amount on the population and the food months and firewood and stuff. Even though we're sending that firewood, we're producing more than we can even bloody do here. We could just mass produce packing stations this side, actually. That would work. And then just buy in the mules. I'm going to get another couple of mules in. And we're going to get 1 more packing station over here. There's a lot of walking they have to do, so they're not the most efficient, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, we can give away all that meat and just live off the eggs, veggies, berries, and honey. We're actually maxed on housing now as well, so I'm not going to overbuild over here. That's still good for me to pop in 1 in there. And meat's going up even though. So it's just crazy. All right, trading post in. Let's begin our first thing here. Let's export shoes. And what we're going to need to do is obviously pay for this when we got the money in as well. So we'll have that in a moment. For the small trade, we're also going to go ahead and get rid of firewood. but we're going to keep a surplus, right? So we're going to export, because it's cheap to open the trade route. It's an easy sale. So we're going to say keep 200, export the rest, make a little bit of money, and then we can just ramp this up a tiny bit, right? And we're about to get bread coming in over here. Now, there you go. Packing station's now starting to work, so we should start to see a little bit of bread going to the tier 2s to make them that little bit happier over here as well. And hopefully the traders before long come and do their thing. So we've got we've got all our stuff in, so money should ramp up pretty quickly over here. And there we go. I think the 5 is still going up and down, so we'll keep a close eye on that one. And I'm just going to check in on as well and see how we're doing with everything. So veggies obviously going down massively because we're selling them. We might want to consider slowing that trade of them down now. So we're not doing that. We're doing it with something else, aren't we? Packing station, that was it. Right, how much bread have we got? 182. I'm going to pause this packing station now. And we're actually going to go ahead and say import, open a trade route. We earn a lot of money over here, so we can import bread. Just at 100, I think, will be fine. Let's get a few more houses upgraded. And what about you? So how many more is that? So we've done 3, so that'll be 1 more. And how's my flour doing over here? I think they're a bit slow, but they're keeping this number nice and low, I think. Yeah. All right. No, we're going to need to max this one out. We want that to just permanently go and grab these guys, right? We want to keep this as low as possible so we don't lose any. And then, yeah, we're just in insane amounts of money over here now, so that means we can go up, we can up our barley number to 150, maybe 250, so when we don't have any in farms, they do go and buy them. I think we might be able to make our army more powerful now as well, so if we want them, we can go back to Gameson's a little bit cheaper, aren't they? So let's import Gameson's again, and let's get a few more tier 3s over this side. So 939 on the population here. I think this place is incredible right now. So let's have a little bit of a quick run through. I'm not going to do it by foot. It'll take forever. We'll save that for the end. But it just looks beautiful. Lovely bit of farmland as well. And I even like the open out industrial area. It's really cool when you're looking over from the manor houses. And even over here, if we take a look, this is starting to look like a pretty big town now because of the tier 3s coming in. Also looks pretty gorgeous. So, and then last but not least, our third one. This is not even that small either now. So 102 in here. Look at this money now. We can completely ramp up our eggs like we wanted to now. What I'm hoping for over here is to be able to stabilize and buy just certain things in. We'll get a bit of things upgraded where we can and just make sure we'll stay true to our eggs. And then the other one is just to see if honey, problem with honey is they're not producing that much, right? I don't know what it is that makes them produce better. Is it trees or crops? It doesn't really give you a very detailed description when you use it. So every region can sustain up to 2 apiaries by default. Placing more will not increase the yields. I don't know if that means that, I don't know, I kind of want to build some anyway. I want to just test it, you know? I want to see if we can place more. I mean, we'll try it, right? And as our population grows, we can go ahead and do that. We can actually expand some of these. There's no harm in trying, is the way I see it. We can get more families in. We'll give it a good go. And then I'm going to also get in with our one builder, bless him, some more houses once again. And we're going to need to probably make sure they've got better foods and stuff. Look at that down by the river. That is beautiful. I love that. Yes, we're going to get chickens all the way down to the river. Back garden leaving onto it. There's actually, believe it or not, in the UK, I don't know if you have it anywhere else, you probably do, but there's like all your rivers that go through like towns and outskirts of towns. There's always houses with back gardens that back onto like a big drop onto rivers. And I think it looks amazing. Anyway, let's keep getting our chicken coops done with the spare cash we have. I got no one building until someone moves in, so let's reduce something down here. Then go ahead and just pause this hunter camp for a bit. All right, let's take a look and see how we're doing. Okay, veggies did balance off a little bit here now, which is good. We'll get the bread going around, hopefully. We're going to need another marketplace over this way, I've just realized. So they're not... hold on. Yeah, no store locations. So the expansion, I didn't factor in us going to be needing more. So let's go ahead and just get a market set up over here. And let's go ahead and say... Where's my granary? Let's get 2 more in there. And they can just build some market stalls over here, hopefully. And just get this distributed out. Are you guys still storing bread? Yeah, look at this. Why are you doing that? You know what I'm going to do? Let's pop it over there. That should be fine. We'll just allow that. We'll just get people in over here and they can just get their food as well. It means the houses will go to it. Because the way it works these days, the houses take the carrots there, so it doesn't really matter too much. All right, how are we looking over here? So 309, but 312. So we actually need to... We've got the one house here. Need to get some of these upgraded. That's took the dip again, so we're going to need to once again consider what we're putting in. So where do I want to build now? I think I want to get a few more veggie gardens now just to buffer that one up. So we'll let those do their thing. I think there's no harm in having a few that back onto this area. So we've got this one here. That's going to be a veggie garden. Let's also get one or two. We'll probably come a little bit higher up to this road, actually. Let's go with two big veggie gardens in there as well. We'll start building up into this little woodland area here. We're not taking this wood anyway. We're still surviving with what we have and what we're kind of doing here. Let's check in on the bread. So we're back up to 1k. How are you doing? Right, they're keeping this number down. That's perfect. And look at these egg numbers over here, guys. This is working. It's slow, but it's working. We don't even have half the houses with eggs in yet. But we have the money to be able to get them in at least. It's going to be cool when you can actually start slaughtering the chickens and stuff, isn't it? To have like a set value on them. There we go. So one more to do. Most of these houses aren't lived in yet. And I'm going to try and assign one in each of these apiaries now just to see what happens. And I'm going to reduce these down to one in each. I don't know. I'm just going to try it. See if they do anything. See if we see the honey numbers start to go up, you know? That's all I'm hoping for. And if it does, then it means it does give you more than it says. It does seem weird that 2 is the only one. It seems like a pointless research otherwise, right? The honey number's going up, guys. So, I don't know. It's going up. And we've got the people to have 2 in each. So, I'm just going to do it. 1 serving. Yeah. We're getting the honey from it, guys. Look at that. Oh, yes. We might be able to start exporting honey at some point. That might be a trade route we open, actually. How cheap is that? So we can untick it. 60. It's pretty cheap. So we can say keep 50 on hand and then export the rest when you've got the gold. And then over here we can start buying in. We can import, I don't know, 50 honey for now when they've got it. So this will start going up really quick. Yeah, look at that honey. Oh, maybe it is really good then. Band of Raiders is near Goldhof. That's not good. I'm just going to rally them over here before it happens, and then I'll probably rally my retinue, and I'll rally the other retinue over here as well, just in case. I won't bring the one retinue from there. Right, this retinue is going to have to hold on for dear life whilst we get across with these guys. Unless it's just the one. It might just be one. If it is, then we can take those guys out. Let's just stand them a second. Let these come in. And then we'll push on them, hopefully. Do some damage. Oh, God, there's more than one. Hold your ground, my friend. We're coming. We're going to have to sprint with these guys. They're so slow. Hopefully the retinue can hold them long enough. I think they will be able to, for these guys to hurry up and get their asses over. Come on. We do not want you burning stuff down. Okay, we managed to kill one, pretty much. You're doing great. Oh, if we get this upgraded then. All right, let me pause. We need to buy in some stone or something. But we'll get that committed. The 24 will be able to hold them off then. You're doing great. You've killed one, have you? Or... Yep, that's one. You've nearly killed 2, and we've pulled the other ones away. Good job. Let's turn off sprint now. Let's just get them straight in on that. Retinue's nearly killed 2, so he did well. To be fair, you can just keep doing this. We've got so much money. It seems a bit cheesy, doesn't it? There's some more retinue in already. They're going to be fatigued, mind, but let's just hold them here. I think they're pulling away anyway, so we should be fine. All right, let's disband you. Let's use all these then. We'll just hammer into these guys really, really quickly. Just going to sprint them into my soldiers here. No! Almost. We almost got it. There we go. We're good. We're good. All right, let's get these guys home then. Yeah, guys, the honey's coming in like crazy, so we could just keep spamming these. I don't know whether it means just 2 workers then. I don't know. But we're getting loads in, so... Oh, man, I might have to start using that. I think we have enough to open that trade route if we wanted to. I'm not going to do it. And there we go. Everyone is back home. And we're looking pretty good. Guys, that's going to be where we end this one out as well. We have stabilized. Well, let's take a look. Got the bread back up, right? Berries, veg, okay. Apples and eggs still need to come in. I need to expand. Obviously, we've expanded those farms, actually, before we finish out. Let's get those sorted. Sorry. So we've got them done. And producing some wee vegetables for us. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. As always, it is getting incredibly large here. So 967 plus 309 plus 126. We're doing really well. Thank you so much for being here. As always, really appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't, all that jazz. And thank you. As always, I really do hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.